is fantastic.
I mean, Khan back on Fiora, that means we have a Sett mid here from Doinb. Remember when we first saw Khan in the LPL, it was the Fiora, the big pick in the top lane. We talked about him demanding respect in a different way from Gimgoon because he is such a great mechanical player. He makes his return here in game 1.
This is again FPX trying new strategies against a team that they think they should be able to pick up wins against. We've seen it before where Doinb starts to flex into different champions in his pool, the likes of the Cassidans, the Azirs, these late game scaling carries that we're not used to.
Now crushing over CLX, 10 CS lead, and he's going to force the teleport out here while Tian has roam still now towards the river. And that teleport we're talking about right back into lane. Doinb note as well in this lane does not have the teleport, but the wave in a good position, so he can back now.
And you can see as well Tian making his way back over. Oh, hang on.
Yeah, not good if Tian was there. That's going to delay the...
Because of the dual lane matchup, so nothing's gained from V5 right now as a result of this play.
Ooh, but everything in the top lane to take for FPX. Level advantage with Mole 20 CS behind. Walking up to the wave is suicide.
This lane is obnoxious to play against as Mole. So as Khan, you can either use your Q to dash around from the Darkened Blade on the opposite side.
But now Tian in the bottom side, cleanse away from Y4, easy summoner taken. And a bit of electrocute off the back of it as well. So Tian just roams to the bottom side, which is shut out in the early game, just to get it back.
I'm looking at the inventory. Is Y4 not connected to Max yet?
He's not.
No.
Maybe he wants to connect the xiaohan at some point. Who knows? But never mind that because Mole is just dead. Or at least close to. Ha! Tricked ya. Khan with the second kill. And you see what happens when FPX have this top laner in the roster. A lot of priority top as Doinb has to flash in the mid lane. Meanwhile, that's the first meaningful trade for V5. Everyone's dead from V5. And now LWX and Crisp are accelerating.
And they can start to get some of these turret plates back. Use the gold that they've just picked up off of that play and start moving towards the Rift turret if they would like to. Although I think at the moment, if I'm on FPX's side, just trying to keep this game under wraps at the moment, give time to Khan to scale up and punish Mole in this lane a little bit harder, and also give more time to LWX to scale would be the better option here and avoid the Rift turret.
I mean, look at this. Y4 and Max, as they move up, it's like, okay, cool, maybe we can get something here. They haven't shown yet. Mole is going to back away. Level 5 on this Aatrox to level 7. Can't just TP down, and he's still got that level advantage. He's still got everything against this top lane of V5.
It means there's 5 people of FPX around this Rift Herald because Mole has gone towards the bottom side. No teleport available. So even though we said FPX wouldn't fight for this, they might try to with the numbers advantage. Now FPX, who were already in a commanding position to begin with, are going to be able to double down on that with the scaling in the FPX favor.
Because as we know, with FPX, they do not slow down. 3k gold ahead, 9 minutes in, they're looking for a top dive. This is warded out, but Y4 and Max want to turn. I don't think so. Tian ends up landing the Cocoon, looking for the engage. Doinb's coming in fast as well. 4 people on Max, and yeah, that's a rookie error there. He shouldn't be looking for the engage. FPX already.
Tian looks Zone King completed for Doinb. LGBUX has just completed the Manamune as well. This is fantastic play from FPX.
And it came from the back of Tian in that early game. Look, we're going to see bottom left. If you didn't know before, your Oathsworn doing that when they're backing will stop them. And Max gets trolled a little bit there.
I like the way he decided to test it with Doinb in the lane as well. It's like, hey Doinb, in case you wanted a support, here he is just lying dead on the ground for you.
To be fair, one of the least fed members, I guess, on the side of FPX, so worth the risk in a way. LWX now testing against Y4 here in the mid lane. But coming back to it, this early game from Tian has been stellar. And what I tried to say in the start of this game is that FPX have been looking towards this top lane a lot more. When Khan came into the roster, FPX said, let's go top.
And now the tempo is even more heavily in favor of FPX.
Well, stopping the backs here is going to make sure of that here for LWX. Wave going to get shoved mid, turret plating still available for another solid minute. And Khan just took the turret by himself. Look where he is now, in a turret on the bottom side. This Ravenous Hydra Fiora. How do you deal with that? Look how much in CS he's up by as well, 55.
The answer is you don't, Asterix.
Mole getting tested as a top laner right now.
No way to try and deal with Khan right now. And this is why I was hoping to see this style of play from FPX when Khan entered the roster. Because I feel like Khan doesn't take away from Doinb being a carry on this team, or having this 4-man dive on the bottom side.
As we see him really trying to bully the 2-level down Aatrox. He's been playing pretty damn well. He's a challenging top laner. And the grand challenge has been laid down here onto Mole. Now, even without the ultimate, can't notice he's level 11, Mole level 9. Phage in hand as well, so chase potential just got worse.
That's what I'm laughing at here, is that Max was level 7 too. I wasn't sure they won that fight if they went for it.
You wouldn't think so, would you? Going to be stealing away Doinb's ult here for CLX. Now, Max is now face checking into Doinb, but he's got a bit of support. How long can he take as he pops the ulti back onto Max? Doinb has the Haymaker shield available, pops it in, forces Max away, almost takes down xiaohan. But that's 3 people for 1.
It's 3 people for 1. Yes, they'll get the tier 1 in the top lane if they want to, but they've lost both tier 2s, bot and mid, and potentially inhibitor turrets as well now, as FPX are collapsing.
With Crisp and LWX, this inhibitor turret is getting knocked down pretty damn fast. Now, it's not a perfect game, but it feels pretty close here for FPX. And we're going to highlight on Tian. We said it before. This jungler's early game really set up the snowball that looks unstoppable.
And it's mad to think how long Tian has just been so strong in Chinese League of Legends. Even from the age of 13, he was Diamond 1 on the Chinese Super Server. He has only grown since then and has now made himself a world champion on FPX.
There's a discussion I was having with some of the cool members of the community, how the Young Miracles world buff, right? And the junglers from this team just seem to be so good. We start with Ning. We then move into Tian, 2018, 2019 World's MVP. Let's not forget, Wei is from that team on E-Star, and everyone's like, E-Star Golden Worlds 2020, baby.
And Wei is the substitute jungler from that roster. Sixu is actually on E-Star as well, who was the main jungler on that roster. So this is just Young Miracles. Seem to have a knack, whatever the hell is going on, at picking up unbelievable
Don't forget XLB or Xiaolong Bao
exactly,
from RNG, also from Young Miracles. So I don't know what PDD is feeding the players, but we got some really good junglers in League of Legends. And, you know, Tian right now sitting at top of the jungler ranking list. Still that World's MVP of 2019. And you look at Khan, he's experienced in his own right. Now going to take the grand challenge. CLX drops his own. Depth charges there. Great block. The flash away from Khan. Gets the movement speed. He's taking on 3 people. He's almost killed CLX.
Whoa.
He's close. But CLX walking away as the finals are there. No, it's a FPX FIORA. Please. Stop at V5, you're losing the game.
They're losing the game, they're losing the fight, it's all gone south, and FPX are going to end.
I mean, there's 3 people here. Max tries to defend, but it will be for the last time. This was a slaughter. It really did feel like first versus 17. And as FPX look for the dive here, and Crisp will die, but LWX lives on, and the damage comes through with the Bear Nexus. 19.5 minutes. That's as easy as you'd like. FPX, they definitely look like world champions.
Oh, what happened to V5 in that game? They just got